Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a great day. Jean here with a follow-up video to my Megaliths and Wreckage west of Alexey Tolstoy from the high-rise photograph called Convergence of Lobate crater fill. And as always, you can find the URL to this page in the video description below. My friend Neil Spence did a nice GigaPan and we'll be checking out the anomalies in color. Thanks Neil. This photograph was acquired on the 22nd of December 2009 at a resolution of 25 centimeters per pixel. We'll be checking out the anomalies that are found in the JP2 black and white map projected file as well. The color strip that Neil did for us in the GigaPan is in this location over here. And the anomalies I'll be showing you in this video as well are some of the best from this previous video, so we won't be going through each and every one again. This region is located 47.0 degrees south, 122.67 degrees east in this dark patch in this circular depression. So let's check out the GigaPan before we continue with all the other anomalies. So here's the GigaPan done by Neil Spence. Let's go over to the full screen version and zoom in on that. There we go. And the first thumbnail that he selected for us shows up this rather strange anomaly. Check out the multiple parts to this. We've got the circular depression around it as well, got like a rounded edge to it, some geometry and symmetry in this piece. Check it, the oval shape. Next to it we've got that narrower piece, little oval protrusion or part on it. This one over here also seems to be cut at a 90-degree angle. Check it, that slot over there. Then arranged on top we've got smaller protrusions or knobs, and then this delta shaped piece next to it is also a very interesting little sphere to the left. Next anomaly, checking out also this region around this anomaly seems to be cleared out, and got this strange object standing up there, quite tall if you look at the shadow that's being cast, and also seems to have this arrangement of smaller blocks around it. Check it, the way the sand has been moved over here in a circular fashion with that object standing up right there. Next one, check it, that slab. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, and on top 3 of the circular parts equal in size. Next to it, another one of these really strange pieces. Don't know if it might be a slab or a metallic plate covered in dust, but check it, the straight edges, rounded corner, and then the 90-degree angle there. It's a pity all these anomalies are covered in dust. There's a piece that's quite reflective. This is one of those pieces that I'll feature in the black and white photograph as well. We've got this rounded disc-like feature, and on top an arrangement of smaller similar little spheres around the edge of that disc, and in the middle that little pyramidal feature. So Some geometry and symmetry going on there as well. There's another little cube towards the left over there. I really like the functionality of these GigaPans. Check at this, more arrangement of objects in a circular fashion. There's an object over there with a dark spot on it. Could that be a hole cut into it? Another little disc shape over here, partially covered in sand and dust. Check at this, another arrangement of smaller objects in a circular fashion, and in the center there we've got this what looks like a rectangular type of megalith. Look at the rectangular shadow it casts. We've got straight edges to it, right angles as well. Check out the little triangular object there with the little sphere on it. Here we've got a strange object as well, with that little circular part inside it. So some really strange stuff going on here. Over there as well to the right. Look at this small square object over here with that little sphere or ball on it. And then this L-shaped piece over there, it looks like a piece of pipe bent at that 90-degree angle. And then arrangement of smaller similar spheres over there around that dark spot. That might be a hole as well. There's another little cube over there. Check this out. It looks like some type of wreckage or debris. That long narrow piece there coming over the edge. What looks like this could be an opening. Really dark spot right there in the photograph. And then some more oddities over here. Check at the straight edges on this thing. Looks like a smaller block next to it. And what this piece is, this strange oval shape in the front, definitely sticking out over the edge of this hole over here. Thank you for that one, Neil, much appreciated. It's a pity there aren't more anomalies in that very narrow strip. So let's check out some of those that fall outside the narrow color strip in the black and white. And there's the first object we're checking out. It's about 8 meters long, about 4 meters wide. We zoom in on it, we've got that very straight edge to it. It's got some depth to it, coming off at 90 degrees. And then that little dark spot or hole that's been cut into it seems to be covered with something over here and continues on this side over there, almost like a metal plate. Look at the two parallel sides. Another one of these strange objects with a little dark spot on it right there in the center. Check at the 3 smaller spheres over there, arranged in a triangular pattern, similar size and distance between them. There's another piece over here that looks fashioned into that shape. Straight edges to it, right angle over here. Here we're looking at this anomaly about 12 meters wide. We zoom in on it, check it, the irregular shape it's got a rounded side here, and then another rounded side there, with this part coming off to the one side, and then on top of it that looks like another little sphere or ball. Okay, here we're looking at more alignment of smaller objects on top of these larger structures or slabs. That one over there measures about 8 meters across. Check it, the triangular shape, and then we've got 3 of these smaller objects, next to one another in that row, and then next to this side we've got another 3 running down there. So we've got 5 of these smaller parts, similar shape and size, spaced out evenly around this weird oval object in the center there. Okay, another one of these disc-like shapes. This one's about 12 meters across. What's funny about this one is not just the dark spot in the center like so many others, but this rather very well defined bright piece to the right that looks like a little winglet of some sort. We've got another bright object next to it, also got this rounded edge to it, very smooth flat surface as well. Now we'll be looking at this object over here to the bottom right. It's about, let's see, 6 meters wide, and the dark spot or hole in it is about 1.5 meters in diameter. You can see well-defined edge to it. We've got that straight piece, and then that arc over here. It looks almost as if this could be convex in shape, with that dark spot or hole on it there, and then another one of these little white winglets next to it, same shape as the previous one. Check that out, there's that one, and then that one next to this strange object. Also looks like some type of wreckage perhaps. Then just to the bottom right of that one, we're going to check out the artifacts over here. That disc-shaped object over there is about 8 meters across. We zoom in on it, check it, the rounded side as well, and then right there in the center we've got those smaller parts. And then this large piece over here looks like some type of metal plate that's been ripped apart, bent up. Looks like wreckage as well. Check it, this jagged edge. Now we're looking at another one of those little winglets and some other anomalies. That little part is about 5 meters long. We zoom in on it, check it, that, another one of those little winglet shapes. There's another one over there, just a little bit larger. So, multiple little parts over here as well. Check it, this bright object, about 8 meters across. And I'm not quite sure if this is a piece of it sticking out on this side. It's got the same type of color to it, same type of texture. So could this be some type of debris or wreckage, partially covered in sand over here? Yeah, we're looking at these anomalies in the center of this image, and that one over here is about 10 meters across. If we zoom in on it, we can check it's also got some artificial design maybe to it. Check it, the rectangular part. It's got 90-degree angles to it and straight edges. There's another layered piece on top. Some strange pieces over here as well. Okay, here we're looking at what could be another one of these megalithic blocks or slabs. A little protrusion on it. This one's about 8 meters long. And we've got that circular shadow, or maybe another hole drilled into this block. Check it, the V-shaped object there to the left, sandwiched between what looked like metal plates as well. Okay, yeah, we're looking at more alignment of smaller parts. This piece here in the center is about 10 meters long, and you can see it's got nice straight edges to it, very sharp edge as well. And there we've got a hole drilled in there. Look at this piece over here, also bent up, ripped to pieces. Don't know what that is either. It looks like more wreckage maybe. This was featured in the GigaPan in the color strip. This one's about 15 meters wide, and it's also got a disc shape to it, and arranged around the edge in a circular pattern we've got these smaller parts. They appear to have the same size, and the spacing between them is also quite uniform. More alignment of smaller parts. That slab over there is about 10 meters across, and check out the arrangement of these smaller objects also in a circular pattern. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, and they're almost the same size, and the spacing between them is also quite uniform. This part to the left also has a very strange shape to it. Got straight edges there, that piece that's been cut into it there. That's a very unusual anomaly as well. It's got this triangular shape to it, the rounded apex, and then there in the center line going through it we've got that dark spot. The triangle is about 12 meters across. I wonder if this is a symbol of an eye that's been carved into this block. I've featured similar designs in some of my latest videos as well. This looks like some wreckage as well. The little triangular piece there is about 8 meters across. We zoom in on it, you can see it's got some straight edges to it, and 2 dark spots, same size. Another piece like that next to it to the right, also got 2 straight edges, slightly convex in shape. Dark spot over there. Check out this piece, got straight edges to it, right angles, and then this smaller rectangular piece sticking out there. Looks like some type of sheet metal maybe. Check out this partial hexagonal shape over there. Each side of this one is about 6 meters long. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 sides to it. straight edges there, and definitely has some symmetry to that as well. And then a little winglet off to the side here. I don't know what else to call these narrow white objects. And then this strange piece here with that narrow rectangular part on top. That little rectangle is about 4 meters long and about 1.5 meters wide. So another one of these rounded shapes to that larger piece. And then this little rectangular part on top. Okay, more alignment of smaller parts on that triangular shaped object there, which is about 14 meters wide. I zoom in on it. Check it, the two rounded sides to this. There's a nice center line running through there. And on either side we've got these two smaller parts. Same size almost, and some symmetry in the spacing there as well. Here's another piece that looks as if it's been manufactured somehow. It's about 8 meters across. Got straight edges to it there, check that out. And then this rectangular part. I wonder if this is an opening perhaps. And then on top of it we've got 3 of these round objects casting those shadows. Same size and spacing between those. Okay, more alignment of smaller objects on that larger piece there, which is about 12 meters across. Check it, the triangular pattern in that design. And again to the left, check out this. Is this more sheet metal and debris or wreckage? These straight edges, these pieces look as if they've been bent. If this is metal plate, check it, the bends and ripples in the material itself. Is this more wreckage over here? Check out the pieces over there. That long narrow piece is about 12 meters long. Check it, these straight edges. Nice edge over here, 90-degree angle. This looks like a piece of metal that's been bent as well. So let me know in the comments please what you guys make of these. Doesn't look like a regular boulder or rock. And these objects to the top, that long piece there is about 12 meters long. And again, straight edges to it. And to me this looks like sheet metal that's covered in sand and dust. Another very bright object here in the center of this image, which is about 8 meters long. To get the well-defined edges to it as well. And then we've got these 3 dark areas on it, and also parallel to this one side. There's another very shiny object over here, about 12 meters long. And it's got straight edges to it again, 90-degree angle. Don't know what this is. Some type of megalithic slab, monolith, piece of metal plate lodged into the sand over there. I've got no clue what to make of this artifact. It's about 20 meters to 25 meters wide, and on top of it we've got this smaller rectangular part. Look at this piece coming off to the one side. It looks like a pipe, This anomaly is about 15 meters wide. And again, check out the jagged edge on this object. Is this a piece of metal plate or sheet metal that's been ripped? With straight edges to it. Could this be a makeshift outpost or little habitat? Time to have a look at these anomalies in Google Earth Mars, located in the southern hemisphere in the circular depression right here. And there's some of the anomalies we covered. Some of those in the region. Very similar items there. Check out the shape of that. Also more wreckage and debris. Get that piece. Another disc-shaped object, a little dome on it. Get the symmetry there. Looks like a little hanger or container, multiple straight edges and right angles. It looks almost like some type of craft. And more wreckage over here. I don't know what else to call it. Okay, so let's look at the topography in that circular depression. Okay, so it's right there in the dark spot. Could it be that this depression was filled with water at one point, and then as it drained away, the objects moved and settled in this dark patch? So with that said, let me know in the comments below what you make of these anomalies. I would appreciate that very much. I look forward to reading your comments and feedback on these anomalies. Love to hear your thoughts. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and over at my blog. And do remember, if you subscribe, to hit the notifications bell. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you soon. Ciao for now.